The U.S. Army will expand efforts to counter China by deploying a specialized task force to the Pacific capable of conducting information, electronic, cyber and missile operations against Beijing. The unit, which Army Secretary Ryan McCarthy is expected to detail at an event in Washington on Friday, would also be equipped to hit land and sea-based targets with long-range precision weapons. The move is designed to neutralize all the investments China and Russia have made, McCarthy said. It would be bolstered by a new agreement with the National Reconnaissance Office that develops and manages U.S. spy satellites, he said. Under that accord, Army tactical units will be better able to tap information gleaned from existing and future low Earth orbit satellites, he said. The pivot would help Defense Secretary Mark Esper achieve a long-sought American goal of shifting more forces from Europe, the Middle East and Africa to the Pacific, better positioning the U.S. to take on peer competitor China and historic rival Russia. The extent to which the current tensions with Iran upset that plan remains to be determined, but the Army is pressing ahead. Under McCarthy's vision, the move would allow the Army to create a new paradigm in the Pacific where ground forces would punch a hole in enemy defenses for air and naval forces. Now, the ground-based unit in those island chains can create the support for air and sea, McCarthy said. China's military doctrine calls for a so-called anti-access strategy, backed by long-range anti-ship missiles and space-based surveillance capabilities, intended to keep U.S. aircraft carrier strike groups. The pivot includes greater Army participation in regional war games like the Defender Pacific series and deploying a Security Force Assistance Brigade next year for the Indo-Pacific theater similar to one set up and deployed to Afghanistan, he said.
By the USS Ronald Reagan strike groups have joined forces in conducting dual aircraft carrier operations in the Philippine Sea. To help strengthen the ties, both aircraft carrier strike groups began coordinating operations in international waters.
Working with on how we would operate multiple carrier strike groups in a contested environment.
The strike groups practiced war-fighting techniques which could be used in modern conflict.
No other Navy aircraft, 6 combatants and 2 carriers. It was a truly impressive sight. And it's
air defense drills, surveillance, air combat training, and long-range strikes were a handful of missions in the Western Pacific, including the South China Sea, East China Sea, and Philippine Sea, for several years, and task force commanders expect to continue these evolutions, security and stability in the Indo-Asia Pacific for years to come. Petty Officer Elijah Lenar, aboard USS Ronald Reagan, at sea.